November 10, 1912, East Antarctica. Three men walked out of Cape Denison into the windiest place on Earth. Douglas Mawson, a 30-year-old Australian geologist, Belgrave Ninnis, a 23-year-old British Army lieutenant, Xavier Mertz, a Swiss skiing champion. Their mission was to map the coast 500 kilometers east of base. They had 2 sledges, 12 huskies, and enough food for 2 months. On December 14th, they had pushed nearly 500 kilometers from camp. Ninnis was walking beside the rear sledge. He stepped onto a thin snow bridge over a hidden crevasse. The lid collapsed beneath him. Ninnis, 6 of the strongest dogs, the main tent, and almost all the human food fell into a hole 150 feet deep. Mawson and Mertz called down into the dark for 3 hours. Silence. They held a brief service and turned back. They had 10 days of food for a 30-day return. No tent, no dog food. To survive, they began killing the remaining dogs one by one, frying the meat, feeding the worst bits to the other dogs, eating the livers themselves, believing they were the most nutritious part. They did not know dog liver contains lethal levels of vitamin A. Their skin began to peel off in sheets. Their hair fell out. They suffered seizures and delirium. On January 8, 1913, Xavier Mertz died in the tent beside Mawson. Mawson was now alone, 160 kilometers from base. His feet were so destroyed that the soles had detached from his skin. He sewed them back to his feet with bandages and started walking. Then he fell into a crevasse himself. He hung from a harness in the dark, his sledge wedged at the opening above. He climbed 5 meters of rope hand over hand, slipped, fell, climbed it again, pulled himself out. For 30 more days, alone, dying, he dragged a half sledge across the ice, carrying his scientific samples and his friends' journals. He reached Cape Denison on February 8th. His ship had sailed for Australia hours earlier. He spent another full year frozen on the ice. Sir Edmund Hillary later called it the greatest story of lone survival in polar history. Follow for more stories like these.